In the year 2000, a gang of hardened South London criminals believed they had hatched the ultimate score, a brazen daylight heist worth £350 million. They planned to smash into Britain's most iconic new landmark with a stolen JCB digger, blind security with smoke grenades, shatter display cases using sledgehammers, and a powerful nail gun, and escape down the River Thames on a high-speed boat like something out of a James Bond movie. But every move they made was already being watched. This wasn't just a heist. This was a perfectly set trap, and it was doomed before the engine even started. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're uncovering one of the most audacious and spectacularly foiled robberies in modern British history, the infamous Millennium Dome diamond raid. This story is packed with twists, police brilliance, and criminal overconfidence. Stick around till the end, because the details get even wilder. Let's set the scene. It's the dawn of the new millennium. The giant Millennium Dome in Greenwich, London, a massive white tent-like structure built to celebrate the year 2000, becomes home to the De Beers Diamond Exhibition. Inside, the world's most breathtaking collection of gems is on public display for the first time. At the absolute center sits the undisputed star, the Millennium Star. This flawless 203.04 carat diamond was cut from a massive 777 carat rough stone discovered in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Graded as D color and internally and externally flawless, it's considered one of the most perfect large diamonds ever created, with incredible fire, brilliance, and symmetry. Valued at over £200 million on its own. Accompanying it are 11 rare blue diamonds, known as the Millennium Jewels, pushing the total exhibition value to a staggering £350 million. Security was billed as impregnable. But in the summer of 2000, a crew of career criminals from southeast London began treating the Dome like their personal playground. The gang was led by experienced armed robbers Raymond Betson, nicknamed Black Ray, and William Cockram. They brought in Lee Wenham as the master planner, along with Terry Millman, Aldo Chiarocchi, Robert Adams, and speedboat expert Kevin Meredith. These weren't amateurs. Earlier that year, they had attempted several armored van robberies, including one wild scheme where they disguised a truck loaded with Christmas trees to hide a giant metal spike ram. They even once used painted tins of Fray Bentos steak and kidney pies fitted with flashing lights as fake explosives. But this time, they wanted legendary status. They spent months scouting the Dome, timing patrols, mapping Thames escape routes, and practicing with the exact JCB digger model. They even tested their getaway speedboat on the river. Their plan was pure Hollywood. Steal a powerful JCB mechanical excavator, ram it straight through the perimeter fence, and crash into the side of the Dome. Deploy smoke grenades to blind every camera. Use sledgehammers and a nail gun, strong enough to fire nails into steel, to smash open the reinforced display cases in under 30 seconds. Grab the Millennium Star and the blue diamonds, then sprint back to the waiting speedboat and vanish down the Thames before police could react. They rehearsed timings, checked the tides, and even had backup vehicles and a second boat downstream. On paper, it looked unstoppable. They genuinely believed the Dome's security was so lax it was almost a gift. If you're enjoying this wild true crime story so far, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button right now, drop a comment telling me the craziest heist you've ever heard of, and subscribe with notifications on. It really helps me bring you more detailed deep dives like this. Thank you. But here's the dramatic twist the gang never saw coming. The police had known about the plot for months, ever since a tip-off in the summer of 2000 from Kent police, who were already watching the crew for their earlier failed jobs. Scotland Yard's elite flying squad launched their biggest and most expensive operation in 100 years, Operation Magician. Detective Superintendent John Shatford took command. Over 200 officers were involved, including armed SCO-19 units. Undercover cops infiltrated the dome's CCTV system. They watched Lee Wenham casing the exhibition on camera. They even filmed the gang testing their speedboat. In a stroke of genius, De Beers and the police quietly replaced the real Millennium Star and Blue Diamonds with high-quality replicas weeks earlier. The genuine gems were safely locked in a vault. The gang was about to risk everything for worthless glass. Armed officers hid inside the exhibition hall, some concealed in a specially built secret room or service tunnel beneath the dome. Others waited in unmarked police boats on the Thames. The trap was sophisticated, patient, and absolutely lethal. Tuesday, November the 7th, 2000. 9:30 in the morning. Families and schoolchildren were still inside the dome when the gang struck in broad daylight. The stolen JCB roared through the fence and smashed into the side of the Millennium Dome with a thunderous crash. Smoke grenades exploded, filling the air with thick, white clouds. 4 masked men in body armor and gas masks charged inside, tools raised. They reached the diamond display case, and chaos erupted. Suddenly, armed police officers burst out from their hiding places, guns drawn. Armed police! Get on the ground! Get down now! The gang fired a few desperate shots in panic, but they were completely surrounded. On the river, Kevin Meredith in the getaway speedboat was met not by freedom, but by police vessels closing in from every direction. Lee Wenham was later arrested at his farm in Kent, still waiting for the crew to return. The entire raid collapsed in under 2 minutes. Not a single real diamond was touched. The perfect heist turned into one of the most embarrassing failures in criminal history. In 2002, the trial at the Old Bailey made headlines worldwide. Raymond Betson and William Cockram each received 18-year sentences for conspiracy to rob, later reduced on appeal. Aldo Chiarocchi and Robert Adams got 15 years. Kevin Meredith was sentenced to 5 years for conspiracy to steal. Terry Millman had sadly died of cancer before the trial. Lee Wenham, considered the mastermind, pleaded guilty and received a 9-year sentence, but served less time. The gang complained in court that the police had cheated with undercover tactics and fake diamonds. The judge wasn't impressed. He praised the flying squad's professional operation. To this day, the real Millennium Star, that flawless 203 car at Masterpiece, was sold by De Beers in 2006 to an anonymous private buyer, believed to be in Asia. It's no longer on public display, resting safely somewhere out of reach, its legendary status only enhanced by this audacious failed attempt. So what do you think? Was this the most overconfident heist in modern history? Or have you heard an even bolder one? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you loved this detailed breakdown of Britain's most cinematic failed robbery, hit that like button again, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next wild true crime story. We've got plenty more coming. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay safe, and remember, sometimes the police really are several steps ahead. See you in the next one.